Hi everyone, this is Chris here with Spigit. Welcome to this lesson on REST API. In this short video, we'll demonstrate the following: testing tools, authentication using the Spigit REST API, listing challenges from your instance, listing ideas from a challenge, and posting ideas to a challenge. In this demonstration, we'll be using Postman, which is an API testing application, and a custom collection of calls which can be downloaded from getpostman.com and developer.spigit.com respectively. The first step when building your API is to create a new app within your instance of Spigit. Navigate to your main community, and as an administrator, locate the API Management Configuration panel within the Feature Management section. Note that the API Developer Guide and documentation can be accessed here at the top of the page. Select New App and provide a title and description that will allow you to identify this app at a later time. Ensure Active and Require User Authentication are both checked, and then provide a callback URL. If you're unsure what to enter in the callback URL field, simply enter google.com. Once you've entered the required contact information of a name, email, and a phone number, select Add App and then record the app ID and app secret for the next steps. These will be used later on. Now that you've created your app, access the API documentation using the link at the top of the configuration page and locate the URL listed in the Listing Authorization Code section of the guide. Now copy and paste the URL into a browser and then replace the base domain, app ID, and callback URL with your specific information. If not already authenticated with this browser, it will prompt you for a Spigit username and password. If successful, the browser will ask you to click Accept and the authentication code will be provided in the URL bar. Note this code for later. The next steps will include a demonstration of authentication and calls using Postman in the example request collection. As stated earlier, you can download and install from getpostman.com. Once you launch Postman, start by selecting Import and browse to your collection. Then expand the collection to see the example calls. First, select Authentication from the collection pane and replace the base domain in the URL field with your base domain. Navigate to the body section and replace the code, client ID, and the client secret values with the ones you've recorded from the previous steps. Remember, client ID is the app ID and client secret is the app secret. At this point, click Send. In the response section, you'll be provided with an access token, which will be used for future calls. Now that we have our access token, let's list the challenges in a given instance. Select List Challenges from the collection and update the base domain again. Navigate to the header section and update the authorization key value with your new authentication access token, starting with bare and add a space. Send the call again. The response will include the total count of challenges and individual challenge ID, title, description, and additional attributes. Recording the challenge ID from a desired challenge, you can now use the List Ideas call to list the ideas in the challenge. Select List Ideas from the collection, and like before, update the base domain. Then from the header section, update the authorization bearer value with our previously saved access token. Back in the URL bar, remember to change the ID number after Communities for the challenge that you want to list the ideas for. Send the call. The response will provide a list of all ideas, along with some information about the idea and the idea ID, which can be used for additional calls. To post an idea to a given challenge, select the Create an Idea request from the collection pane, and then again update the URL field, followed by the bearer value or access token in the header section. Next, jump to the body section. Update the challenge ID in the URL bar, and then provide the details for the idea, just updating the title in this example. Use the List Idea template call in the API guide to see which fields are available to update for this challenge. Once ready, send the call and the response will display the posted idea. I hope this short video has helped you to get started with using the Spigit REST API. For details on available requests, please reference the API documentation guide located within your instance. Thanks for watching, and happy innovating!